Hi, my name is Kara Jones, and I'm going to be your instructor for Foundations of Early Childhood Education. I want to welcome all of you to the course. I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about just what's expected in the class and some grading policies because really we're not going to see each other until the class has already been going for almost a week due to the holiday. So the first thing I wanted to point out is that this is the book that you will need for the course. It is Beginnings and Beyond. Now, of course, mine has the instructor edition up at the top. Yours will not say instructor's edition, but it will have the pictures of the children's hands on the front doing some painting. So you will definitely need this text. It will help you to complete weekly quizzes and assignments. We will also be using some material from the University of Arkansas Early Care and Education projects throughout this course as we do our CCOT training. That's Child Care Orientation Training. We will talk more about that when we get together face to face next week, and that'll be a good training, and it will hopefully help you to get a job in the early care field. So I'm excited about adding that to our course. The next thing I want to talk about today in this video is the syllabus for this course, just to kind of let you know what's expected in the course as far and also how you will be graded in the course. So that's always an important thing. So if you give me just a minute, I'm going to share a screen and we will look at that syllabus together. So when I go here, this is just the begin here page for our course, and you can see I've got two different columns, several things listed here and here more towards the middle. If you click on the syllabus tab here on the left, it will prompt you to download a Word document, and then we can look at our syllabus. Here in the syllabus, the first page, when you bring this up, tells you when we are going to meet. It will be Monday 2 to 2:50, and we will meet in the Kirk building in room 116. Even though we're only meeting for 1 hour a week, this is still a 3-hour credit course. We will do the other 2 hours of our coursework in an online format. This tells you a little bit about me in the middle. I've given my office phone number here, also my email address here in the middle. Just to point out, my email is jonesk@uaccm.edu. That's a little bit different from some of the other instructors on campus. It's generally just the last name. Mine is last name plus first initial because there is another Jones on our campus. He was here first. We are of no relation, but he was here first, so he has the jones@uaccm.edu email address. Here are my office hours. If you need me outside of these times, the best way to get a hold of me is through that email address. But if you'd like to have, talk to face to face outside of these hours and outside of class time, I'm happy to do that. Let me know, and we will definitely set up an appointment. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down through here to page 4, where we are going to look at the grading and evaluation for this course. The first few things, the class preparation assignment, the in-class vocabulary quiz, the weekly online quiz, we are going to talk about those items in the next video when we talk about what you will need to do for our first class to be prepared, because we do have some things due this next Monday on January the 22nd. As far as for your field paper and article response and your final exam, like I said, we'll talk more about those things. What I really wanted to highlight in this video, or as far as assignment descriptions, is the field experience. For a lot of you, this will be your first time to complete field experience. For a lot of you, this is your first time to take a course requiring field experience. It says that UACCM requires that students enrolled in ECD 1023, Foundations of Early Childhood Education, to complete a total of 8 hours of field experience. Specific field experience will include observation in the following settings. 4 hours of field experience will be within an elementary school. Students will observe a classroom. The student will submit a typed paper reflective of this experience. And then 4 hours of field experience will be in the Earl Love Child Study Center. For those of you who don't know, that is our on-campus child care center. Each classroom will need to be visited for 2 hours to complete a paper describing the developmental differences of these two age groups. The student will submit a typed paper reflective of this experience. There will be further instructions on the reflective paper within that assignment, and we'll talk about it in class as well. Just an FYI, at Earl Love Child Study Center, there are 2 classrooms. There is a toddler classroom and there is a preschool classroom. Earl Love Child Study Center does not take children younger than 12 months. That's why they do not have an infant room. Each student will be assigned a school district in which they are to do their classroom field experience. The initial contact with the public school to prepare the field schedule will be made by UACCM. Students are expected to dress, behave, and speak in a professional manner. They must attend all field visits and should be punctual. We will actually have an orientation to field experience in one of our face-to-face class meetings where we will have some more discussions about what you'll be doing in your field experiences. Students must maintain a grade of C or higher while completing a field experience. This is a new classroom policy and we're implementing it for the first time this semester. If at any time the student's grade drops below a C, participation in field experience will cease until a grade of C or higher is again achieved. Failure to complete the requirements for field experience will result in an F for this course. Of course, I never anticipate any student to get an F in the course. Before you can begin any of these field experiences, you will need to complete background and maltreatment checks. Again, we will talk about that in our field experience orientation that we will do in the face-to-face portion of the class. Class preparation assignments, we'll talk about that in the next video as far as for your expectations for the first class. Your attendance, I do use one of the features of Blackboard to take attendance. It's called the mobile attendance. So basically what is going to happen in each class period, I will give you a code that you will enter for your attendance, and that will be for attendance records for any financial aid, administrative withdrawal, or veteran affairs if any of that stuff applies to any of you. And that code will remain active for 10 minutes beginning at 2 o'clock when class begins. So I want to encourage you to look through the rest of this syllabus on your own. If you have any questions, please let me know. So again, if you do have any questions about the syllabus, jot them down, send me an email. I'm happy to answer any of those questions, and I'll kind of compile some of the questions throughout the week. And I'll put those out there for all of us to discuss. That way everyone has all of the same information. So again, welcome to our course. I'm excited for you to be here, and I'm excited to see all of you next Monday. Don't hesitate to email me if you have any questions. I know that the first week of class, I remember as a student having so many questions that first week of class and feeling very overwhelmed, and hopefully in answering those questions it will help kind of ease your mind so that we're all on the same page. And I think that you will find that this is a really good course. You'll make some friends and learn some things as well to get you started on your career as being an early childhood professional. So I will see you all next Monday.